Today on Hello E&C, we are at Brutopia, a homegrown brewery in New Bern, to discover their love of brews on Clink and Drink. We're here with Tim Dryden, the owner of Brutopia. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
So what would you say Brutopia is known for?
Our ever-rotating styles of beer. You know, and from the day that we opened, we wanted to make sure that this area had the widest variety of beer possible.
How many different styles do you have and how many different taps do you have?
So right now we currently have 10 beers on tap, but we do about 35 different styles.
Wow. And I gotta ask you, what is gonna be the hot seasonal summer beverage that people should get here at Brutopia?
Our Italian Pilsner that we're doing is really good, but our blueberry cream ale right now is very, very popular. We get those blueberries from Nelson's farm.
Tim, so what would you say the vibe is of Brutopia? Because when you look around, there's awesome things everywhere hanging from the ceiling. There's even painted ceiling tiles. So what's the story behind that?
It's an old building, so we looked up at the white ceiling, and instead of doing like a lot of bars and just painting it black to cover up the kind of old tiles, we thought this would be a much better idea. So for $10, you can come in, sit down, we'll give you a tile, we'll give you the paint, we'll give you a beer, and then you can put whatever you want on it. We'll hang it up.
Tim, so you have 10 awesome made in-house taps, but for people who maybe want something a little bit more specific, you kind of cater to very interesting palates around here.
So we have a shelf system that we bring in beer from all the distributors in North Carolina, both private and the commercial guys. We try to make sure that we have everything on the shelves that the consumer wants. We cater to anybody in-house. Some of the Germans that work over at Bosch come in, and so we've got an entire shelf of beer that they specifically wanted. But Dawn, our manager, does a wonderful job of keeping the shelf stocked and bringing in beer that matches the season and what our consumers are in the local area are looking for.
So Tim, what is happening right now?
So right now, Brian's filling kegs of our Mountain to Sea Session IPA. It's one of our more popular IPAs because the alcohol content's a little less.
And when people come to Brutopia, can they get crowlers or growlers? Can they take it to go home?
So we have glass growler options. We have a canning machine. So any beer that we have on tap, you're more than welcome to buy a can of that, and we'll can it right there on site for you.
So what goes in here?
So this is the farmer's bin. So we'll open once we transfer. So basically, you've got oatmeal. We made oatmeal inside of our mash tun. So once we pump the water into the top, push everything through, pull all the wort off, and put it in the boil kettle, there won't be any water left. We'll open the doors up, dump the grain out, call the farmer up, he'll come and get his grain, and he's happy, we're happy.
So how long did it take you to kind of get the basics down of brewing?
I brewed at my house 4 or 5 years in the garage before.
But did you have big tanks, or were you doing
little tiny pots? I was making 5 gallons at a time.
Yeah.
So now we're making 175 gallons at packaging. We'll boil 204 gallons, and we need to see a boil off down to 95. So we need to lose about 10 gallons in evaporation because we want that sugar to be concentrated in the best we can.
And for people who have never been to Brutopia, why should they come and visit your establishment?
Just very laid back. We brew really good beer, and it's a great location to come and just have a pint.
If you tap it, they will come. Make sure to pull up a bar stool on Hello E&C every week to find new spots to clink and drink.